Hello, hello. We're finally back with some more Kenshi. Last time we took down the swamp ninjas and, well, numerous other bad guys. Made ourselves quite a bit of money, both off of selling loot and bounties. In the meantime, we just kind of got back home and got everybody settled in just in time to make sure that we're carrying enough food to go out again, because our most important target in at least this general area still needs to be taken down. And that, of course, is the Black Dragon Ninjas, who can be so incredibly annoying wherever you make a base, pretty much. I want them removed from the map before we go down to the South Wetlands and officially pick out a spot where we will build our base. We just want to make sure that we're not going to get harassed too much down there. A little bit of getting attacked is good for you in Kenshi, but the Black Dragon Ninjas take it to absolutely infuriatingly annoying levels. And we ain't having that. We ain't having that. No, 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 no. Let's go ahead and get everybody over there. And as soon as we're in position, we're going to wait for nightfall before we start bringing some wrath down upon these stinky tower dwelling ninjas. So we'll be back when we get there and we're ready to initiate Operation Ninja Be Gone. Alright, we have arrived at our target and waited until dark. Got everybody else just hanging out here in case they're needed. We're gonna send Edred in since he's still the best at stealth and assassino to start disassembling these idiots. Operation Weeb Be Gone. Commence. We're gonna end up probably with a pretty significant pile of these guys. Maybe we'll start moving them out the way a little bit. Let's see if we can... Dimok is right there. Their leader. We could get the most valuable one right now. If fortune favors the brave, it does. There we go. Couple Me Too level weapons, though they're essentially a ninja blade and an unparryable blade, which is a variation on the ninja blade. I don't ever really use these, so we'll probably just sell them. I know, selling Me Too weapons is basically verboten, but I don't care. If I'm not going to use it, I don't care. We want weapons that are just, you know, little better. Alright, we're going to immediately hand him off. Alright, we'll launch him in the air real quick. We'll hand him off to Beep. Now it continues. Our other named Black Dragon Ninja, who also had a Me Too Ninja Blade and a Me Too Wakizashi. Once again, we will also probably just sell these. We are going to need to buy a lot of building materials to haul over to the South Wetlands. Unless, oh, I did it. I accidentally moused off of that monitor. Woo! Unless we just really want to spend, like, another couple weeks in-game, stealing little bits at a time from the merchants. But we've got money. We're gonna turn in these bounties as well as sell the loot from these guys. I think we can afford to invest a little bit in our endeavors, alright? Especially because soon we're gonna have to start going out and looting the remains of old civilization to get our next researches. Alright, we're gonna need ancient science books, we're gonna need engineering research. We gonna need all that. And I'd like to save our time for hunting those down in the near future, rather than spending all my time stealing building materials and iron plates and such, when we're raising in more than enough money to buy them in quantity without affecting our purse too much. Beautiful. We've ninja'd into the ninja compound. We're knocking them out and stealing their weapons. We already took their 2 leaders. This has already been successful, but now I'm just securing the bag. Breaking into Weeb town, stealing all their katanas. Whoop! Dang it, I keep accidentally mousing off my monitor and minimizing the game. Oopsie daisies. Get back here. Well, we woke one of them up, and he saw us. Big mistake. Big mistake. You just got dumpstered, buddy. Alright, now just to make sure. Of course, right now it's not going to show us where these guys have bounties at. I'm pretty sure they both have bounties in Czech Kingdom, but we're gonna find out either way. We are gonna find out. Because first stop, Squeen. No, don't go that way around, you idiots. Once we kind of get out of this area, we'll go and take these guys to Squin, see if their bounties are indeed valid up there. If not, I'll make sure to hand both the bounties off to Greenlanders, and we'll make a run up to Stack We don't really like dealing with the Holy Nation, but hey, if that's who we gotta hand these guys off to, you know, get paid, so be it. So be it. So, we'll, make the rest of the trek over there, and we'll be back then. Alright, we've now arrived in Squin, so we're gonna check real quick and see if these guys indeed have bounties here. They do not. Well, what we're gonna have to do then is take these idiots up to Stack, hand them off to probably Edred and Helly or Wing Wang. Wing Wang. And have them actually take them into town and turn them in, so we can be rid of these Black Dragon Ninja goobers forever. And then we can start looking at real estate. Shopping around, boys. Shopping around. For us to begin building our wetland base. Which will start off small, but I've got kind of a basic plan in mind for a multi-layered base with good defenses. So, we'll head up Stack Way, and we'll get back to the boys when they truck up there and switch off the prisoners to our Greenlander boys. Alright, well, we've arrived in Holy Nation territory, but we attracted a few dust bandits with us. So the boys are gonna handle this real quick. Why are you... Edred, my boy. Sponge boy me Bob. Why are you using those crappy ninja swords? You have... Yeah, exactly. You've got an amazing weapon. Everybody... heal up. Patch up. And we might have to beat the hell out of our prisoners again to subdue them. So, Beep and Moo are gonna hand these guys off. That's a lady shack. I didn't realize that at first. Okay. We're good. We'll have everybody else just wait here while Edred and Wing Wang go ahead and essentially force the Holy Boys to pay for these guys, as they'll of course, as they always do, try and worm their way out of paying the bounty. We don't do this out of service to Okran, we do this for the money. And of course, to eliminate the competition. 20,000 for one of them. And it should be 20,000 for the other as well. Cha-ching. Easy 40k. We're in the money, boys. Turns out goonery pays. Oh. As long as we've still got... Should we just absolutely body these hungry boys? Oh, no, that's a holy convoy. I thought that was hungry boys. Never mind. We'll leave these ones be for now. Since we were here, with a specific purpose. So, since, who was it that was carrying the meat moon? He still has 33 meat. I think we're gonna go ahead and head back down south. We can always buy more food on the way if we need to. And really scout out what is gonna be the perfect spot for our future base. Looking more like near future base at this point. So we can kind of plan out how things are gonna go, how things are gonna be down there. So, it's gonna be a bit of a long journey, so unless we run into anything crazy along the way, we'll catch you there. Alrighty, we're back in the South Wetlands, and I decided on the way to look at some locations that we'd stop in and check in on the our old foes, the swamp ninjas. They're looking a lot weaker. I don't see a actual leader figure in here anywhere other than an unnamed Jonin. So I figured, you know, why not? We could stop back here and do a little bullying while we're here. You know, just for old time's sake. We could just bully the swamp ninjas some more. Because why not? You know, they're just gonna sit here and take it. If they're just gonna sit here and take it, might as well. Probably throw a bunch of them in their own cages too. That'll be funny. Where do you think you're going? Nowhere, my friend, nowhere. Get bonked, idiot. Get put in your own cage. Alright, I've had my fun. I've had my fun bullying the swamp weebs. Let's go and start checking out some real estate, shall we? I've not thought of a name either for our prospective future settlement here. That is going to be a hemp farming site as well as a the base of our criminal organization. But I'm open to ideas. So if you have an idea, go ahead and leave a comment. And I'll take a gander. Not guaranteeing that's what I'm gonna go with, but we'll take a gander at the very least. Now let's see here. This would be nice and flat. Had a lot of obstacles to building though. And I don't see a whole lot of resources nearby. Let's go ahead and have Heli Prospect. No stone, iron, or copper over here. Alright, well then, I've got a few other spots that I would like to check out. Namely, one of them is kinda up here. So we'll head over that way. We'll get to the next spot that we want to check out, and I'll see you there. Alrighty, I think we've found our spot where we are going to build. We've got 100% swamp fertility, 100% arid fertility here. We've got iron resources, and there is small copper resources very close by at the very least. The prospecting for this area looks pretty dang good. Stone is going to be the only real hang up here, but as long as we can hunt around for one spot where it's decent enough, we will be good. I think this will be the spot that we build our future base upon. Though, of course, like I said, that's going to require a lot of resources. So we're going to start working our way back to the hub to load up the resources we do have and spread across our guys, as well as buying more. Since we've got 350,000, we are cats, we are looking pretty good on that. So we're just going to remember, right here is where we're going to build our permanent base, our permanent hideout, from which we can begin to rule the wetlands. With the swamp ninjas no longer a threat, the black dragon ninjas no longer a threat. With all the Shek bandits either severely weakened or taken out, it is gonna be easy enough now for us to establish ourselves here. We'll still have to worry about things like swamp raptors once we start actually growing crops, but you know, that'll we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, huh? So we're going to head over to Pearl here. We're going to buy whatever resources we can there as far as building materials. Probably hit Clown Steady and maybe Crow as well. Then we'll probably send the people with the highest engineering skill back down to the base location with the materials we have so far. Begin building, and then send a few runners to go get whatever else we need from the hub, from you know, Holy Nation merchants if we have to, from other UC merchants if we have to. It'll be grand. But I think I'm going to do the actual setup for building the base and everything, like gathering up all the materials and such, between episodes. I think we've reached even though this will make quite a short episode, we've done the things we wanted to accomplish today, and I think it's a good spot to leave off for now. So this will be kind of a welcome back filler episode, huh? And thank you all for coming out and watching, as always. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.